right, now we're tied at 7, and Wilkins kicks off, and the Rams are feeling good. And this one is fielded by Thompson, 4 yards deep, and here he comes. Right to the 10, taken down at the 16. Poor decision by Thompson. Very nice coverage. Travis Minor down the field to get him, and all of a sudden this momentum goes to the Rams, who have just come back and hit the Cowboys right between the eyes.
Wow. Cowboys have 2:06 left on the clock. Of course, they'll get the 2-minute warning here. And they have all 3 timeouts remaining, so really plenty of time. And I always think, Brad, if you want to spread people out right now, if you're thinking 2 minutes, it's a good time to actually run the football, run a draw, because you're going to get that 2-minute warning, so it's not like you're going to burn 30 seconds off the clock trying to run the football and then regroup.
But remember, because of Thompson's decision to run it out, they're only at the 17. Romo's in the shotgun. They've got the nickel offense and the Rams the nickel defense. Creighton wide left, shotgun snap to Romo, lots of time, over the middle. Witten caught it for about 6, up at the 23 as we get to the 2-minute warning. Time for Papa John's Pizza 2-minute warning. Order your Papa John's pizzas right now. They'll be delivered by the third quarter. 2 minutes left in the half, and the score is tied at 7.
O'Reilly Auto Parts is again providing much-needed support to a bunch of really great kids.
At the 2.
And he ran it back all the way.
I said, I think he's actually, you can just see it. I think he's actually going to try to catch this. 98.
Yeah, that was the longest by an opponent in Cowboys history, and 85 today by Hall ties Barber for the second longest. Dallas 2nd and 3, and it's 24. All timeouts left for Dallas, only 1 for St. Louis. Romo in the gun on 2nd and 3, and with plenty of time, Romo dumps it off for Barber, and it's broken up. Real nice play by Witherspoon, who is everywhere today. The Rams middle linebacker covering Barber coming out of the backfield. Reached out and slapped it away. And stop me if you've heard this, but it's 3rd and 3. Dallas is 1 out of 5 on 3rd down. And if they don't make this first down, then the Rams are going to, first of all, have the chance to get Dante Hall with his hands on the ball again. And then they're going to have, a minute and a half or at least a minute with a timeout left to go.
And the Cowboys just seem to be a tick off today, Brad. Just tick here and a tick there. They had one nice drive, but they're just not in sync.
0 for 3 on 3rd and 3 or less today. That's not good. Rams showing a blitz. Romo in the gun. Here comes everybody, and there's the pass to Hurd, and he caught it for a first down at the 28, and he was one little of those ticks Babe was talking about from breaking away from Jonathan Wade and running a very long way.
Cowboys go no huddle with that first down. That first down brought to you by Maker's Mark. Step up to Maker's Mark.
They go at the 28, 1st and 10, all their timeouts. Tie game. Romo back. Good protection. Throws one out to Barber. Caught it 35. Another first down to the 40. Go out of bounds, Marion. At the 42-yard line. He didn't want to go out of bounds. Yeah, but I had to tell him. He should have just turned right.
He was right in front of the Cowboys bench and right in front of head coach Wade Phillips. And my guess is Wade was screaming to him as well. Come over. Come see me. Come see me. Come on.
Gain of 15 on the pass to Barber.
Funny, Brad, the identical pass play earlier where Witherspoon got in, may have got a hand on it, but Barber was mad at himself for not catching it. Comes in, run away, left to right, picks up 15.
All right, now you got a chance here now. The ball's at the Dallas 42. Still all their timeouts in a minute, 23 and a half. Tie game. Romo in the shotgun. 3/4 of the field bathed in sunlight now. Romo back, standing. Great protection over the middle. There's Barber again. Worn down at the 50 after a gain of 7 more.
Worn down, ridden down. That was Witherspoon just jumped on his back, and Witherspoon saying, I'm getting tired of running all over the field chasing this guy.
A minute 8. Tick-tock, 2nd and 3. The ball's at the bottom of the blue star. Romo in the shotgun on 2nd down. 1 minute left in the half. Snap is back. Colombo, good block. Over the middle, Witten dropped it. Had it in his hands. Clock will stop. And as Witten was trying to control it, he was hit by the outside linebacker, Brandon Chiller.
And in fairness, that ball is thrown behind Witten. That's a tough catch for a big man, a guy that's all padded up in the upper body, to reach behind him and catch.
And again, a tricky 3rd down. And Witten's leaving the lineup on 3rd down and 3 with 56 seconds and the ball still at the 50.
That's interesting. Fasano in. You would think Fasano may be in just to give Witten a breather, and Fasano will be blocking.
2 receivers right, Owens to the left. Romo in the gun on 3rd and 3 at the 50. Rams show a blitz. Romo may be changing the call. High snap over his head. Romo runs it down at the 25 and kicks it. Picks it up and runs left. At the 20, Romo trying to pull McNabb. Gets away from one man. Left to the 40. To the 50. First down. Out of bounds at the 45 for St. Hood. All I could think of was McNabb on Monday night a few years ago, and Greg Ellis chasing him around. Well, that one puts him in the hearts and minds of Cowboys fans forever.
Now, how long, as St. Louis will take a timeout here, how long do you think the Cowboys had to work on that play this week? How long?
Hey, Jason, nice play call. The gain on the play is 4 yards, but he actually went 34 yards. Kristi?
Not just in the hearts and minds of Cowboys fans, and you can hear them roaring their approval as he walks towards the sideline, but you should have seen the Cowboy defensive players. They were all sitting on the bench, and as Romo headed up the left sideline scrambling, they were up, they were running along with them metaphorically, and after he got the first down, they were jumping up and down and slapping high fives and laughing. Man, the defensive players on this team love their quarterback.
Wow.
Somewhere, wherever he is right now, Roger Staubach is smiling.
You know who loves him most right now, though? Of all the people, what do we have? 66,000 people.
What Kristi just said, all those defensive plays. No? Who?
Andre Gerard.
Oh,
because you forgot completely about the snap. What the heck with that? I don't know who snapped. Who cares who snapped it?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Andre Gerard.
All right, now let's regain our collective wits. 43 seconds remaining in the half. Dallas still has all their timeouts and 1st and 10 at the 46.
Well, the problem was 48 seconds went off the clock on that last play.
Yeah. Witten back in the lineup. Romo in the shotgun. That was just silly. Snap to Romo. Lots of time. Throws it right. All alone. Creighton at the 40. Little hip wiggle and a shake and bake to the 35 to the 30 and out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Still 34 seconds left. Romo to Creighton, and a lot of it by Creighton for 18.
Boy, you know what helps, I think, your offensive football team when you have smart players, and the Cowboys got a bunch of them. Creighton, Witten, I think Marion Barber. But Patrick Creighton, he just does everything right. Now, please don't bring up that drop in Chicago. But he catches the ball. He knows he's got to
drop in Chicago?
Thank you. He knows he's got to get out of bounds. He makes a move. He's patient. He takes his time. He gets up. He gets his yards, and he gets out of bounds.
Ball is at the St. Louis
smart.
27.
They're going to have 2 timeouts in their pocket.
Romo's ridiculous. In the shotgun now on the right hash. Snap is back. Blitz from his right. He throws on the run to the 20. Witten trying to make a man miss. Can't, but got a first down. Oh, get out of bounds. He did step out of bounds.
Accidentally.
He was trying to stay in bounds and run some more. 12 yards to Witten and another first down. 26 seconds remaining, and the ball is down to the St. Louis 15. That play by Romo is, I don't know if I've seen a more ridiculous play by a Dallas player.
Well, the interesting thing there, Brad, he kicked it. He goes back to get it about 20. Yeah. He kicks it, and you thought, oh, no, this is going to be one of those kick it in the end zone. They go get it. The Leon Lett play against Miami,
Leon Lett.
It pops out.
All right, now it's 3 wides and Fasano. 1st and 10 at the Rams 15. Still 26 seconds and all the Cowboys timeouts. Shotgun. Snap to Romo, back and looking. Great protection. Zips it left. Low for Owens. Kofi couldn't see it at around the 8 and couldn't come back to it. I mean, he's looking right up into the sun.
Yeah,
that was a tough field.
That was tough. He's running a sideline route, a short sideline route, and the ball's behind him. But I'm telling you, Romo has got to be gassed. If I'm St. Louis, I don't take a timeout there. What did he run?
Oh, I know.
I mean, I know he got
34 yards.
Yeah, but no, he's got to go back and get that ball.
That's true. First he had to go get it and then come back.
That's an 80. Quarterbacks are not used to running 80 yards to make 4.
You big wimps. 2nd and 10 at the Ram 15. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Romo again in the gun. Barber and Witten next to him. Snap is back. Rolling to his right. Looking and standing and running and dodging and throwing in the end zone. Incomplete. And there will be no flag. The intended receiver was heard right at the post, and Otugwe, the free safety, came over his back, timed it well, knocked it down. Now it's 3rd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I thought it was a good play. I know the crowd would like a penalty, and Romo did a smart thing. He digs back up into the pocket. He tries to keep it down and away from the defender. He does. Only the receiver's going to get this one.
Yeah. You can see when you look at the replay, you can see what he was looking at.
Yeah, and I thought it was a good non-call.
He had room to run up the middle, and they're sitting on 3 timeouts. Now it's 3rd and 10. At the 15. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Shotgun again. Snap is back. Third down. Pressure up in the pocket. Now he's going to run left 5. Romo scrambles in for the touchdown. Plants the ball down in the back line of the end zone. And you know what, young fella? You earned that one.
Well, if he wasn't gassed before, he is now. Hey, that's what, honestly, Brad, that's what digging back up into that pocket does for you, which I think he's doing a great job with. I think Jason Garrett made that a priority coming into this season. Keep working your way back up. And he does, and all of a sudden, it parted like the Red Sea, and Tony Romo gives the Cowboys a 13-7 lead.
Nick Folk for the extra point with 11 seconds remaining in the half. The kick is good, and the Romo 4-yard scramble on the shotgun snap over his head will be seen on highlight tapes everywhere. How often will we see that on The Score on CBS 11 tonight?
Well, it'll take all my half-hour show. I can't tell.
Hello, everybody. I'm Babe Laufenberg with The Score, and now here's a 30-minute loop of Tony Romo picking up the shotgun snap and running up the field.
That's like the old Notre Dame football. I'll lose everybody under the age of about 45.
Yeah, Lindsey Nelson.
Later
in the third quarter.
Later in the run, after the snap. And with that touchdown, Washington Mutual has donated another $500 to the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Greater Dallas.